Tonight's Love Island made me feel emotions I've not felt in a really long time. Feelings like anger, feelings of manipulation. This is probably one of the worst Love Island episodes I've ever seen. So, number one, what do the producers have against Shakira? Because I feel like they are really giving this girl a terrible edit. So there's definitely a personal vendetta against her. And then obviously Harrison and Tony. But I've done a video personally for Harrison, so I've let out my anger. But we're gonna talk about a little bit of it tonight. But anyway, let's start off. Obviously, Shakira got rid of Tommy and Lucy, and her reasoning was, it was just like, oh, you know, they've got a good connection, so they might as well, they're gonna be fine on the outside. Guys, it's Love Island. It's Love Island. We're meant to praise love with winning. So ideally, he should stay in the villa. But anyway, I feel like that was probably the producers doing as well because of the whole voice note situation, and they just wanted to get rid of her. Obviously, Ty did not back this, this decision at all, and he made that very clear that, yeah, this was Shakira's own doing. I'm not involved. That's literally what he said. Meg obviously had to start piping up, and she's like, but that's not the. Shut up, Meg. No matter what, I feel like no matter the episode, you're gonna say something that'll piss me off. Shut up. Sorry, you're not actually my enemy today, but you're still annoying. I just can't help it. Then obviously, everyone was chatting about it, and Emma was like, guys, like, I'm still here, like, I'm right here. I know you guys don't want me here, but I am right here. Because obviously the most obvious decision would have been Emma and Connor, but Shakira was selfish and picked Connor for herself, and she also kept Harrison for Tony. And then obviously Tony was just like, no, like, I actually didn't want him. I would have been so much happier if he left. And I actually think she meant that. It would have been much better. Like, she would have had a hissy fit, had a strop, whatever, but life would have been so much better if Harrison left that villa with Lauren. And then they can live their merry-go-land and be happy or whatever on the outside. That would have been better. Shakira then said, oh, she's public enemy number one. Yes, unfortunately, that's exactly what you are. I still love you. However, your behavior has been despicable. I'm sorry. I love you, but the producers have a thing against you, girl. They have something against you. I don't know what you did. I don't know who you offended. I don't know what happened, but they don't like you, and they are trying to make the rest of us not like you. But yeah. Obviously, Ty and Shakira then talk, and Shakira basically deads it with Ty. She's just like, yeah, if there was a recoupling tonight, I would pick Connor. She was very upfront, she was very honest, fair enough. But then obviously Ty was very pissed off after that chat. And then he goes over to the main group, the Awesome Foursome, and starts bitching to them. And then she then goes over and speaks to Connor. And it's just like, girl, at least let the dust settle before you speak to Connor. That move was just it was not needed, and it just adds more of a badness to you, because I low-key feel like the thing is, yeah, like, the producers actually brought a sexy northerner that you'd asked for, and then, like, I feel like the producer, Casa literally bought really good guys for the girls, like, actually really decent guys, and you lot have effed it and gone for like really horrible men that you just don't need in your lives. I don't know what's going on. I don't know if everyone has heat stroke. I don't know. I think where are the medics? Where are the on-call medics? Everyone in that villa needs a psych evaluation and also a full checkup, because there's something not right with any of them today. Like, there's honestly nothing right. Ty then the next day is saying how he finds Lauren. Oh, actually that night, Lauren and Harrison get freaky under the sheets again. But anyway, Ty then has a chat with, what's his name? With Harrison and the boys, and he's basically saying that he finds Lauren attractive. Obviously, I don't think Ty knows that her and Harrison had sex. So he was just like, yeah, I'm going to pull her for a chat. And then obviously Harrison's like, yeah, go ahead. He knows that he's got Lauren wrapped around his finger, so that's not going to affect him. Anyway, Lauren's then chatting to Helena and Meg, and she's basically saying that, you know, her and Harrison had sex, and they didn't believe Meg when Meg said her and Dejan haven't done anything. Meg looks very offended, but anyway. I hate the fact that the producers only showed us Boris and Billy kiss when they're having issues. Why is that? What have you got against them? Why is that? Anyway, Boris basically says that, look, last few days I've not really had the urge to cuddle you, and I feel like I should be wanting to, and I just feel tired of Billy Kiss being treated as just like scrapped to the side. Do we not see the material? That is a fine babe, and you lot need to start respecting it. But anyway, what happens next? Ty then has a chat with Lauren, and like, my thing was, Lauren does not know how to flirt. This girl was just just giggling her teeth. Like, girl, relax. Oh, I forgot to say, Tony took Harrison for a chat after the recoupling, and when I say Harrison looked pissed off to even speak to her, absolutely pissed off, and he does it, it's all for show. He looks pissed off so Lauren thinks, you know, everything's sweet, like he doesn't actually want to chat to her, but really he'll still flirt with the girl. Like, it's actually disgusting at this point. Then Tony, the next day, they're talking, and Tony just thinks all Lauren gave Harrison was a handy job, so she's just like, oh, that's all she can give to keep a man. But Tony is just bitching, and it's like, girl, stop. And she's bitching to the wrong person, because Helena is there. You don't know, you're speaking to the enemy. The enemy has literally infiltrated the camp, and she's there collecting information to go back to her headquarters, and that's exactly what she did. Anyway, Harrison then asked Tony for a chat, and Tony's just basically having a go at him, like, because she first asked him, like, what did you do last night? And he's like, that's none of your business, like, whatever me and Lauren do, that's our business, da 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 da. And she's just having a go at him, like, I'm not going to be treated as an option, just doing the most. Harrison then walks away, and I'm just like, Tony, girl, have some shame. Actually bring back shame 2025, because you didn't need to talk to him. And obviously Cash can literally hear this conversation. Bless him, he's mocking her American accent, because he's obviously pissed, like, and he's just like, look, I can't deal with this, because now if she comes to me trying to chat to me after she's ended things with Harrison, like, I don't want it. Then Tony then thought it would be a good idea to speak to Lauren. I thought that was just stupid, and she was just like, you can have him, babe, he's yours now, he's all yours. And I was like, girl, now you're actually sounding bitter. Now you're proving Emma right. I didn't want to say it, but now you're proving her right, because there was actually no need for all of that. She then pulls Cash for a chat, and Cash just says, look, I'm not gonna, you know, open all my arms out to you to accept you. And then she's like, oh, can you like pull half an arm or whatever? And he's like, yeah, he'll do half an arm. Cash is just so sweet, and I actually feel so sorry for him. Then the next day, that night, obviously they get the text that there's going to be a recoupling, and then Harrison is chatting to Harry, and he's like, oh, I made a mistake, I want Tony. You see this man? You see this man? You see how criminally insane he is? He needs to be in an asylum, because what do you mean? After you've used Lauren, you've lied to her, strung her along, you're now saying you want Tony, and then obviously consoling with another demon as Harry. So Harry's now saying, oh yeah, we'll organize, I'll go and get her from the changing room, and you go. So then he gets her from the changing room, and they go and speak on the terrace, and this man is saying, I really do like you. When we got that text, I was like, I really want her to pick me. And I just couldn't believe it. I actually could not believe it that he said all this. He's like, I just needed to let you know my feelings, blah 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 blah. And I was just like, Tony, stand up. How do you not see that this man is actually a demon, and he's just trying to get in your head, and this is all mind games, and this is all just fun and games to him? You literally saw on movie night how this man disrespected you, and you still went back there. I could not believe it. I actually couldn't believe it. Anyway, it's recoupling time. You know what? Helena's speech was actually really nice, but it's for the wrong person. Dejan, lol. So basically Meg was like, oh, people have tried to break us up. Dejan is the people that's tried to break you guys up. It's Dejan. And then Meg then gave a side eye to Dejan when Shakira did her speech. And I was just like, Meg, actually stop it. Your side, it's enough. Every day you just acting bitchy. For what reason? Ugh. Yasmin and Jamie, very cute. Black cat, golden retriever, very much yes. Tony picked Harrison. And even her speech, she was like, yeah, I've been confused, but that conversation we had on terrace, like, I like that she was honest, and she exposed it to everyone there and then. But I don't like the fact that Cash was completely blindsided, whatever the word is. Like, he had no idea, and that's just not fair at all. Obviously Lauren started crying, and then yeah, Billy Kiss then picked Boris. Lauren, Ty, and Emma Cash. Let's go and talk in the comments because I'm so angry.